So there are some Easter eggs.
There's a ton of Easter eggs in there, yeah, of course, yeah. Like I said, we're nerds with lots of time on our hands. So.
Is there any sequence or shot in the movie that fans should be looking for at the next
I see what you're doing here, you sneaky look. Yeah.
Right. This is called drilling down.
Right. No, I think, honestly, for me, I think the fun of Easter eggs is the Easter egg hunt. So I'm not going to be that parent that's like, look behind the piano.
I love the fight sequence after, I think we all love the fight sequence where after, I didn't even have to go further than the fight sequence. But I want to, after Snoke is killed, I want to talk about shooting that sequence and the rehearsal and how you decided where the camera was going to go and the use of red. Yeah. I want to break this shit down. So how did you talk about the writing of that sequence and how did you know? Talk about putting it together.
Yeah. So I mean that sequence was it was fun on several levels. Like the fight stuff was really fun. The design element of that set, that was one of my favorite sets because we actually it's one of the few sets that's almost entirely a practical build. The throne room, the reflective floor, and then we actually stretched red fabric all the way around. And so when you walked onto that set, it looked really the way it does in the movie. You stepped out of the elevator, you walked down that little hall, and it was just red. It was so striking and beautiful. And I mean, the Rick Heinrichs, our production designers, did an amazing job with it. And then in terms of the scene that happens before it, it was fun with the actors because it's a scene where each one of them has it's fun also just directing and figuring out like shot-wise whose perspective you're with at different points because each one of them thinks something different is happening in the scene and just working it out so both with the writing but also with the coverage that the audience is getting that as clearly as they possibly can and getting the information when they're supposed to be getting it. I remember spending, even though Adam spends 80% of the scene sitting, kneeling like this, looking blankly, apparently, he's not. He's actually like, I spent a lot of time with Adam going through what he knows when, what his agenda is when he walks in, at what point does he make the decision, here's my chance, at what point, what is he thinking at different points in the scene.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, if I could ask a follow-up. When he walks in that room, does he know what he's going to do, or is he making that decision in the moment?
Well, my take on it, this is also the sort of thing, I don't know if, I mean, I know what I think. I don't know if it's my place to say at this point, though. I feel like the movie and the scenes like that and kind of the...
I only ask because you're the writer-director.
I know, but you guys know what I mean, right? I don't know, I can give my take on it, but it doesn't, I guess, now that the movie is out there and belongs to you guys, my take is... Take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But in my mind, he walks in there knowing basically that he is going to betray Snoke and look for an opportunity, but he doesn't yet know exactly what the mechanism is and what his opportunity is going to be. But he's gone in there with the intent of whether it's now or whether it's later or whenever it is, when he brings Rey in there, he's had that connection with her, and what he says in the elevator, from that, in my head, I thought, okay, he knows he's going to do this, he doesn't know how yet. And when he sees that opportunity with that lightsaber next to him and sees Snoke sees Snoke obviously like distracted enough and realizes he can give this an attempt, he goes for it.
Yeah, because I believe there's dialogue there where he says, I know what I have to do.
Yeah.
You know? I love that sequence. We'll talk a little bit about the actual lightsaber stuff in the fight.
Oh yeah,
because it's effing awesome. Sorry,
it's like a good place.
Right, there are kids here. That was God, saying stop swearing.
It's working awesome. Yeah.
Exactly.